What's good, YouTube, and welcome to the house. I'm a little hoarse from the 24 hours, stream 24 hours of Yu-Gi-Oh! And talking, so bear with me. With this one, we've got a couple of new cards that are actually pretty darn amazing. I believe they are based off of the Arc 5, Arc V, where you have the action spell cards and they're being incorporated into Yu-Gi-Oh! The card game. That's pretty darn exciting. So let's go ahead and get into it. I haven't read these all the way through, but I've heard they're pretty darn good from friends. Alright, we've got Action Magic, full turn. Action Spell, full turn. Quick Play Spell card. So you're going to be able to use these during either player's turns. For the rest of this turn, any battle damage a player takes during battle between two monsters is doubled. So this turns anything into like is this all your monsters? Any battle damage a player takes during battle between two monsters is doubled. Wow. So this is all your monsters, any monsters, if I'm reading this correctly. That's like Iris Magician for everything. Now, the big thing about Iris Magician is it's self-replacing, whereas this doesn't seem to be. Second effect, let's read it. If this card is in your graveyard, except the turn this card is sent to the graveyard, you can discard specifically a spell card. Set this card. So it can come back, but I don't think quick play spells work in the graveyard like a trap where you could use it during either turn to reset itself. I believe you'll have to do that during your turn with the properties of a spell card in the graveyard. I don't believe it should work like a trap, if I'm not mistaken. Do correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section down below, but I wouldn't think it would work that way. I don't have, I think, any experience with graveyard effects and quick play spells. This might be something rather new to us. But the first effect, let's focus on that, the definite here. Double damage for all monsters. That means the stronger you build the board, the better it is. But this card still relies on your opponent's board, which is where this is nerfed. Now, if there's something that ends up searching action spells that makes it a plus to add to your hand, like summon this monster, search an action spell, that could be pretty good. But for now, as amazing as double damage is, I'm going to be harsh on this card and say it relies too much on your opponent. It relies too much on being a hard-to-draw card. Amazing concept, really exciting, but I'm going to be a little harsh and say I think as a standalone, not good enough unless there's a searcher. The next card, we've got Double Banking, Action Magic, or Action Spell Double Banking. It's a quick play spell card. Sorry if I'm going too far down. Discard a card. Apply this effect to monsters you control. Once applied, if any of those monsters destroy an opponent's monster by battle this turn, it can make a second attack in a row. So all your monsters become BLS. That's kind of pretty darn cool. So you're able to attack and attack again if you kill a monster. Again, rely on your opponent's field, your opponent's monsters. This one is definitely helpful as a field clear. For both these cards, they do really cool things for all your monsters. That's what's kind of cool about these. And they are amazing things. Some things feels underwhelming about it to me for some reason. Like, maybe I'm still sleepy from the 24-hour stream. I've woken up, I've had some pizza. You're able to turn everything into BLSs, and I'm not that excited about. I guess it's just the matter of a fact of relying on your opponent's field for these cards that kind of drags it down to me. Both of these cards do amazing things in interaction in interactive games, but do we really have that many interactive games where we don't just use a field wipe to clear the field? Where we don't just, like, already have killed the monster? We are using monsters to clamor over and hoping that cards that don't give advantage but instead give effects are worth it. Maybe that's what's not exciting, because even the self-replacement of this garners no advantage. And this card, if this card is in your graveyard except the turn it is sent to the graveyard, you can discard specifically a spell card again, set this card. Alright, so yeah, I think that summarizes it very well why I'm not excited about these cards despite amazing, wowing effects. Double damage is huge for Iris Magician, but it replaces itself with a Pendulum Graph spell or trap, and you really only need to give that effect to one monster to really clinch a duel, because it's specifically a monster relying on your opponent's field, and then the interactions continuing to where you've clamped them down with your turn, and it has no self-replacing value. That's, I guess, where I'm harsh on this card, and the same with this. It relies on your opponent. I really thought I would be more excited with how I was told these were amazing, and I can see where you definitely might think these are, wow, amazing, great effects, crazy cards. I just think in terms of they're not searchable yet, if they are going to be searchable in the future, and they don't do anything for your advantage. That's what I'm not liking about these cards, but they are really cool. I really like the design, and let me know in the comment section down below if being a quick play spell, you could maybe do this during your opponent's turn. I don't think that would be right. If you have any examples of a quick play spell that already uses a graveyard effect, please do let me know. I can't think of any off the top of my head, and I'll try to resource before this video goes live if I have an answer. But please, the comment section down below, feel free to tell me, and don't spread misinformation. Because a trap would work that way, but that's... I feel like a trap card in the graveyard is different. Photon Advancer, a new Photon monster, level 4, Light Warrior, effect monster, 1,000. You can only special summon a monster or monsters once per turn via the way written of the first effect. So a hard once per turn. That's a kind of long way of saying a hard once per turn, right? If a Photon monster is on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. So I guess you special Thrasher, you special this, you still haven't committed to your normal summon. You get Isolde, however you say that card's name, sorry Mystic V. And I guess you straight up off the bat have our Noble Knight Link monster there with 2 warriors. That's kind of cool, but relying on a Photon monster being on the field kind of does close its niche. Even we only have 1 Rhoda. Maybe if Rhoda was at more copies, you could up the consistency of that, but relying on Photon monsters, that is rough. I guess you can just normal summon this and special another copy of itself too, so there is that saving grace. While another Photon monster is on the field, this card gains 1,000 attack. 1,000. Not bad. Not the best. Sorry, I didn't see that I had this cropped off for you guys. Not bad, not the worst, not the best. Definitely interesting for me. And sorry for being sloppy. Sorry, I've just woken up a bit ago, and I got dinner with Bob. Who's Bob? Bob is a great friend. We went through a lot of these cards last night. I'll link that video at the end of this video. I actually pulled this up because I wanted to apologize a bit for overreacting. I made it the pinned comment of the video, but when I was 16 hours deep in my stream, this popped up, Network Trap Hole, and I thought it was just blowing out the wazoo craziest best trap hole. When your opponent special summons a monster from the deck or graveyard, banish that monster face down. Unfortunately, that won't hit the extra deck. I still think this is an 8 out of 10 card for decks that can't, you know, get past committing from the deck, specialing from the deck, or specialing from around the grave. Yes, but this doesn't stop special summons from the hand or extra deck, and that's where this is severely lacking. I definitely overreacted. Still an 8 out of 10 card, a great set. The more great sets you can get after activating a Card of Demise or Pot of Desires, the better. Because Light Stage is going to end up locking stuff down right now. We've already seen the new Trick Starfield spell will also lock out traps. I think it's still pretty darn good, but it's definitely not as utilizable as I thought. I would still consider, I think overall, despite destroying Bottomless, to be a better card. And I'm apologizing for getting super hype. I was very tired. I'm sorry. But after sitting down and thinking through this card, I think it's important to talk about specific aspects like that when you've gone so far in depth so as to, oh yeah, best trap hole ever, oh my gosh, it's so great. I think it's very important to sit down and talk to you guys and like say, look kiddos, John Moore was a bit loopy right there, and I think that's an important thing with my audience, and for you guys to realize, you know, it's not going to stop a hand summon. It's not going to stop an extra deck summon, and, you know, I think that's very important to note. There's this really cool prize pack, or not prize pack, my bad. This very cool pack out here called the Rarity Collection that I noticed, and as we scroll down, there's really cool news that there's going to be Blue Eyes White Dragon copies made of pure gold and pure silver. Are you the ultimate collector? I don't think the whole picture will be there, but you can see kind of the gold Blue Eyes and the silver. That is so cool. Made out of pure gold and pure silver. I can't imagine how much these are gonna be. But they just announced they're gonna be making them. I don't see any news on where they'll be or what, but wow, if you're the ultimate collector, if Blue Eyes is your card, I think you're gonna have to fork out a very pretty penny for these. Is that 20th anniversary? It says 20th, yeah. 20th anniversary of Yu-Gi-Oh! Gosh, we are old boys here at House of Champs. The last thing I wanted to lead you towards, I saw this on Yu-Gi-Oh! Organization first. It's a giveaway by an official Yu-Gi-Oh! Sweepstakes giveaway. And we come over here. You can enter as easy as email. It's on the side here. It's birthday, email, and state. And that's as easy as it is to enter. And you can win a huge grand prize pack of a Kotobukiya Yugi Seto Black Magician Girl, which is Dark Magician Girl, and Dark Magician statue, as well as a Millennium Puzzle Bank. That is just crazy. I think you win all of that with the grand prize. And there's actually a great 3 winner up, first prize winners instead of grand prize, of the Deck the Halls prize packing. Will get, I think that's the Figma figure, and I really like this ATEM. I would not be mad being a runner-up. I entered. I would like to win free stuff, but you guys can also. I'll lower my own chances. I always have my audience's interest first, so come and get some. I definitely think that this Yami Yugi would be amazing. If any rich watchers out there would like to donate to me a Pharaoh, I would not be against it. But seriously, this figure is insane and would be great to my collection. But I can't think of it. I think I actually have a friend who just told me they have one of these for cheap, so I may actually go for the lewd pose Dark Magician Girl. She's just riding her wand, it's fine. But seriously, this is a great giveaway. I'll post the link down below for you guys. It is an official giveaway, and I'm not sponsored or anything to show you guys this. I just want you guys to win free-ish, we'll put it that way. So, thank you Yu-Gi-Oh! Org for showing that, and you know, helping everybody out. I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Org's a great place for news. Thank you, Yu-Gi-Oh! Org, so much for all of the stuff that you helped me do. And, yeah, these action spells. Sorry if I seem like a downer, but what do you guys think? Am I just too harsh on them? Let me know, because I guess I just have that there's no advantage here. It relies on your opponent kind of goggles. So let me know if I'm overly critical or you think I'm the right amount. They're cool. Don't get me wrong. They're super cool. The effects are really cool. But will you actually be seeing them in meta gameplay? That's where my head's coming from on them.